This this is going to be very good. You better watch this video right now. Hey guys, welcome back to Tyler's Tech World, and today we have a very interesting topic. It's about Apple. Now yes, I did just make a video about Apple in my last video actually, and this is a video criticizing Apple for their business practices. So, in case you may or may not know, Apple is a very controversial company to some people. They rip people off with overpriced things. They just have bad business practices in some areas. And one of the main ones is that almost every single iPhone since the iPhone 4 has had some kind of problem. So quickly I'm just going to run down those and you'll kind of see what I mean. iPhone 4 had what's called antenna gate, which is basically the frame of the phone was used as the antenna for your cellular service, and if you would hold it wrong, you would lose service. Apple solution: released a $30 bumper case and fixed the problem. iPhone 4S fixed the problem, no issues at all with that one. iPhone 5 and 5S, they had basically failing power and volume buttons. The 5C, don't even get me started. That's just a cheap piece of plastic garbage. I can't English today, don't mind me. And the iPhone 6, it has what's called touch disease, which basically there's one chip on the board that is not secured down properly, and that one chip, after repeated drops and shocks, can somewhat come off of the logic board inside. And that is the one that's responsible for your touch. It's the only chip on that's not secured down properly. Why, Apple? Why? So, if you have an iPhone 6 and sometimes you don't get touch at all, or sometimes your screen doesn't respond to touch sometimes, or if at all, you have touch disease. And the only way, according to Apple, to fix it is to either replace the logic board or new phone. At this point, since the phone was released, 2014? It's now 2019, like 4 or 5 years ago, I believe. Yeah. And iPhone 6S, it was a very isolated problem. It was only like maybe 2 or 3 months of the iPhones manufactured. They would just randomly shut down, and I don't believe that they would turn back on. Solution: new phone. iPhone 7 would just randomly cut out cellular service. You could have one phone with a cellular company and the same exact phone on the same exact cellular company, and you and your friend are right next to each other, and you don't have service, and your friend has, say, all 4 bars or 5 bars, whatever. Now that's just because the thing on the board that's responsible for making your cellular service go fails. Solution: new phone. That's it. 7 Plus, I believe, had the same problem, but I'm not sure. Oh yeah, the iPhone 6 Plus, the camera would fail. Of all things, the camera would fail. iPhone 8 and 8 Plus, I believe, had touch issues again. Let me double check real quick. Let me go on apple.com. Apple, whatchamacallits. Apple recalls. Google, you're my friend. Okay, yeah, the iPhone 7 had no service. iPhone 8 would have logic board issues. They would, with a defect, and they would have a frozen screen or they wouldn't turn on. So that's the problem with your iPhone 8/8 Plus if that don't work. And iPhone 10 has just a part of because it's new technology. I mean, if you look at mine, you see that's my Touch ID thing going off. It doesn't really focus that well, but you see like it's all the way from the top to the bottom. They actually have a patent on that, and no company can have a chin on the bottom of the phone that small, because they can't fit all the necessary chips to run the screen in that small of a space. So what Apple did is on the ribbon connector, they put that controller chip. That controller chip can fail. My phone's even exhibited some issues of it, but it's very, very isolated, so I'm not going to even bring it in for service. But the solution is for that one, it's basically the display or part of the display does not respond to touch, and the display reacts when it's not touched. And they say that they will replace it free of charge. Now that's pretty good, but some of them you'll actually have to pay for the replacement that's a defect of the product. You recall the product, you fix it for free. Am I not wrong? I mean, you should be able to, if it's a defect on the product, you fix it for free. But that's not why I'm making this video today. The reason why I'm making this video today is because on the Apple forums now, the moderators who get paid almost $100,000 a year for moderating forums, which is stupid. Like, there's people out there that's getting paid 3 figures just to moderate a stupid forum on Apple.com or discussion.apple.com, whatever you want to call it. And it's insane. I mean, basically what is happening is that they're deleting posts that have useful information. Apple does not want you to get your data back. If your phone or iPad gets water damage and it doesn't turn on, there's like people that are smart on Apple forums that say, oh, you can't get it back unless you did an iCloud or iTunes backup. If the phone don't turn on or the iPad don't turn on, you will not get your data back. That is not true. If you look at iPad Rehab or Rossmann Repair Group, they have just made videos as well where they basically went on like a rant. Lewis's is very explicit, so if you don't want to hear that, don't watch his video. But still, highly recommended. He repairs the unrepairable according to Apple, and it's insane. Like, Apple's like, oh, you can't repair this, or it's going to cost you like $1,000. Lewis will do for like a fifth of that sometimes. Maybe, I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But basically, they're saying that you can't get your data back. Well, there is a way. There's only 3 chips on the logic board that you can't change, because if you change those chips, the phone will recognize, oh, it's a different chip. I don't have that specific hardware ID, because before the phone is shipped out, or right before it's ready to be shipped out, it's loaded with a certain ID, I believe, where if you change one of those chips on the board that has a different ID, or that chip said chip goes bad, you basically brick the phone. The phone's broken. So if one of those 3 chips fails, I'm not sure of the ones off the top of my head, so don't ask me. Because there's been no preparation for this video. It's just set up my mic, camera, light, and go. But basically, if it's those 3 chips, your phone's done. That's the end of that. But most of them, like water damage, there's stories of people accidentally dropping it in a lake or dropping it in the toilet or something like that. There's 95% of the time there's a way to at least get the phone running again to where you can get the data pulled off of it so that the phone will be operatable for long enough just to get the data off of it. That's about the gist of it. That's all it is. It's not going to work forever and ever, although it could. I don't know. I've never used any of their services. But Apple's just bad business practices and everything. So what I'm going to do for this video is I'm going to call up Apple support and tell them that my iPhone was dropped in a toilet and I cannot get my data back, or that my phone was dropped into the toilet and now it's not working. And let's see what they're going to say. I'm going to argue with them. I'm just going to see what happens. So I'm going to edit this part out, but let me just see what I can do. Okay, on the line, let's see.
Welcome to Apple. Your call may be recorded for quality assurance. I'm an automated system that can handle complete sentences. So tell me, how can I help you today?
iPhone damaged.
Are you calling for sales, iTunes, or App Store, have a technical support question, or are you calling about a recent iPhone order?
Repair.
Okay, I'll get you right over to someone in our technical support area to help with your iPhone.
I don't have enough resources to do this.
iPhone. Calls are recorded for evaluation and training.
Para español, oprima 9.
I see you're calling from an iPhone. Is that the same iPhone you're calling about?
No.
What's going on with the iPhone? You can say something like,
water damage.
to confirm, it sounds like you're calling about a damaged iPhone. Is that right?
Yes.
Thanks. Let's get the IMEI number from your phone. You can find this number in Settings under General and then About. Or it may be on the back of the phone or the packaging. Please say or enter the IMEI number now, or for some extra help and a little more time, say hold on. I'll look that up. Okay. After you're finished with the advisor, we'd like to text you a link to a brief survey so you can tell us how we did. Additional data rates may apply. Would you like to take the survey?
Yes.
I see you're calling from a number ending in. Is that the mobile phone where you'd like us to text a link to the survey?
Yes.
Thank you. Let me get someone to help you, and I'll send you a text for the survey in a moment. Thank you for contacting Apple support. Please hold for an Apple advisor. Apple is happy to offer a choice of music while you wait. For a selection of modern popular music, press 1. For classical, 2.
Copyright.
For jazz, 3. If you prefer to wait in silence, press 4.
I can't afford a copyright strike.
This is Apple Support, and my name is Arkeisha. Can I have your first name, please?
Tyler.
Alright, your last name?
LaPointe.
Alright, you have an email?
No.
Okay, you have a callback number just in case you get disconnected?
Excuse me?
Do you have a callback number just in case we get disconnected?
Yes, it's the number that I'm calling from.
How can I help you today?
Yes, my iPhone was dropped in the toilet by accident and now it doesn't turn on. Is there a way I could get the data off of it?
You said it's not turning on?
Yeah, it's not turning on at all. I put it in a bag of rice for a few days and it's still not turning on. I tried even like putting it into the charger. I don't know if that was the best idea. Just to see maybe if the battery was dead, and it still just gave me nothing.
Okay, well, the only way to get all your information from off that phone is if you can log into your Apple ID into somewhere else.
I didn't, but I don't have it backed up anywhere. Is that a problem?
Shouldn't be a problem, just being that your phone is still in the toilet.
Yeah.
And we didn't, like, erase anything or nothing like that. So you should be able to just, say if you had another iPhone, now being that it probably wasn't backed up, then you may not get whatever, that's not backed up. You may get everything else that's backed up. So you would probably get some stuff, but you may not get everything back.
Okay.
So depending on what was backed up and what wasn't backed up, between the time you drop your phone is what you're going to get.
Okay, so is there a way that I could get all my data back? Like, could I send it to, like, a third-party repair shop?
I wouldn't know.
Okay.
So if you wanted, like, pictures and stuff like that and all that kind of stuff, I say if you have, like, another device, another Apple device or iPad or something, you should be able to sign in on there, and they will bring up whatever that's saved on that Apple ID.
Okay. Well, I have a quick question for you. Are you aware of the current controversy on the Apple forums where there are your moderators on your forums deleting information that will help people get their data back? Like, and their accounts are actually like being banned for it. People are trying to help, and their accounts are just like getting banned, and the only things that are actually staying are your moderators actually saying that there's no way to get your data back. If you didn't back it up, it's gone.
Okay, I'm kind of lost on what you're asking.
Are you aware of the controversy that's going on the Apple forums of people of your moderators deleting information that will help them get their data back?
I'm not.
Okay. Do you think that that's a good move on Apple's part to delete things on the forums that will help people get their precious memories back?
Well, I can't speak on anything because I don't know exactly what's going on with that situation and how that's panning out to be. All I know is Apple don't intentionally delete anything. Okay, so if something gets deleted, it's something that either I can't really say. So all I can say is if your phone is not backed up, then you lose all your information. That's why we say, and that's why we constantly tell people to back up their information. So if you didn't back up your information, it's a possibility that everything is gone. Not saying it's deleted, it's just not saved because you didn't save it.
Okay. Well, just as a little note, if you ever do have some spare time, CBC just released a very nice news article about this going on within your company. And also a man on YouTube named Louis Rossmann also did the same thing about it. So if you're ever interested on knowing on the kind of things that your company does, I suggest that you watch it because it's very interesting and it really exposes Apple on the horrible business practices that they do.
Okay. Well, thank you for that. And if I'm interested, I may look into that. And I'm sorry if you had a bad experience with Apple. Is there anything else I can help you out with?
Nope, that'll be it, ma'am.
All right. You have a nice day, okay?
Yep, you too.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay. Well, that was certainly interesting. I hope you guys don't think that I took that a little bit too far, but that is... We don't intentionally delete things... Whatever. I'm just upset right now that she's not even aware of it. And in case yes, you guys don't know, CBC and iPad Rehab and Louis Rossmann all have videos on this topic. So if you guys ever just want to read up more on it, I'll leave links to that down in the description. But that's like pretty much it for the video. This is not the end of this. It's basically fraud, I guess. I don't know exactly what you would call it. But Apple is deleting, or basically telling you there's no way to get your data back at all. So say you went on vacation, you lost thousands of pictures that you took, and you only backed up a few of them for some reason. Those other ones that you didn't back up yet are supposedly gone, never to be returned. And also, I don't know if you know, but on the latest 2018 MacBooks, Apple got rid of of the connector to nowhere, as iFixit calls it, that is rumored and believed to be a port that if the MacBook were to die, Apple connects up their own proprietary tool to it, like plop, connect it up, and oh, shut up, Apple, I'm not answering your stupid thingy, and supposedly get the data back with that little connector. If the board's dead, I don't know if you can actually do that, but whatever. And on the 2018 one, they actually got rid of that. Apple is now saying there's no way to get your data back. If you have an important presentation on any Apple device for work tomorrow or for school and you didn't back it up on iTunes or iCloud, it is gone, according to Apple. Now, according to Louis Rossmann and iPad Rehab, there is a way to do it. If you want, you can send your MacBook to Louis Rossmann, and he will more than likely fix the MacBook. Now, of course, it's expensive, but you're getting your data back, and it's way less expensive than paying Apple $1,000 to fix something that should cost maybe $200 to $300. And iPad Rehab, same deal. It's either you buy a new phone for $1,000 now, or you either you either get that phone repaired long enough to get your data off of it, and then you buy a new phone. Because, of course, it's an iPhone. The stuff is in there is insanely small. And just like everything, it's going to die eventually. This is the way that Jessica says it, who runs iPad Rehab, is that we will get your phone working long enough so you can get your data off of it. So that's pretty much my take on the stupid things that Apple does. There's so much more, but this one I was like, I have to make a video on. This is people's important data that they're just getting rid of. Like, why? They're basically saying you can't get it back. Oy. I'm not answering your stupid thingy, Apple. Is that even what that is? Yeah. Hi, this is Apple support. Thank you for agreeing to take our short survey. Actually, let's take that quick survey real quick. Let's just see. Let's see what it has to offer. I am 16. How was your recent Apple support experience? 1. How satisfied are you with the support? 1. Was your issue resolved? No. How was it not resolved? Other. Fix your forums, Apple. I will never get another Apple product after I'll never get another Apple product after the current one I have. Have a good day, and I will never feed into the horrible business practices that you practice. Do you have time for more questions? Actually, yeah, sure. Why not? Let's do this. This is going to be fun. What most influenced your overall satisfaction? My issue was not resolved. The advisor listened. She kind of did, so I'll do that. Was the advisor helpful? No. Was the advisor knowledgeable? No. The advisor cared? 2. Not really. The advisor had excellent communication? No. Submit. How likely do you recommend the Apple support to a friend or family? 1. Not at all. That's it. Yep, that is it, Apple. After I pay this phone off, you'll be nothing but a distant memory. Now, yes, I will still be purchasing Apple collectibles for my collection. Like, I am a computer collector. I have iMacs. I have a little Steve Jobs thing in the corner. I have so many Apple things. I have, up here, which you can't see, I have a 100% complete in box PowerBook 100 from like the early 90s, but it doesn't work. I have 4 ImageWriter 2s, the version 1, 2, and 3. I have a bunch of floppy drives. I have some Apple IIs. I have an eMate. I have a... Let me see if I can take my camera down real quick just to show you guys. This might be shaky. See? Look at that. I don't mind those bears. My mom says I can't get rid of them. Yes, it is a Bob Ross book. And then off to this side, I have a fully in-box Performance 6200 CD. I have 2 CRT stuffed in there, and an LC2 and a rare monitor. So, yes, I do like their products for collectibles, but am I ever going to buy one new and feed into them? No. Well, I guess that's going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye!